Hello everybody. I'm well into day 6 now. Guess that's good. Physically feeling a little better. Actually, a good deal better from even 24 hours ago. Just feeling ragged, worn out, and scraped out. All raw. Yeah. I haven't decided how much I want to concentrate on that part of this stuff. Little bits are coming out, about how lousy this is, and I would hope that it would provide enough deterrence for those of you that are not regular users of opiates. If you don't want to go through this stuff. And just think about that. Like every time you think about, oh man, I remember when they gave me Vicodin, because they pulled a tooth or something, and it felt great. It was awesome. I got high. It was great. I should do it some more. Nah, dude. No. Stick to your weed. Or I'm not saying alcohol isn't healthier if you're abusing it. But if you're not like me, see with alcohol, to me it just takes too much effort to do yourself, like to to get yourself a nice little buzz going. I don't like doing, shots of stuff. I mean, been there, done that. I mean, when I was, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, I was drinking, a fifth of vodka at a sitting just so I could get drunk enough to stand the taste of beer, because I've never liked the taste of beer. Vodka doesn't really have a taste. It's just really, really warm going down and just a little bit of bitter, but not much. So I would just guzzle this, bottle of vodka, and I had it down to where I could take down an entire fifth of vodka in 20 minutes and get good and drunk, and then finally, okay, now I'll drink a 12-pack of beer. And this is what I mean by tolerance. Sometimes, I didn't drink every day. I only drank, maybe 2 times a week. But you do something like this regularly enough, you will build a tolerance, and you will start poisoning your body because of your tolerance. Because I don't care how good your tolerance is, and this goes for opiates too. Any kind of drug, including alcohol, which is kind of a drug. It's a mind-altering substance, right? Any of that stuff. Not only, do you have the potential of loading up on so much that you trip right over the end of your tolerance without knowing it, but in the process you are poisoning your liver, your internal organs, your liver and kidneys that have to eliminate this stuff out of your body, the byproducts and the toxins that come with this stuff. The poison, really, it acts, all this stuff technically is poisonous to us. Our body will tolerate a certain amount of certain poisons, just like you get small amounts of arsenic in some things that we consume regularly. You get trace amounts of all kinds of different, poisons. Well, these are poisons too. Just like they use the botulism toxin for supposedly positive things, and no, not just for killing the nerves or muscles or whatever in your face to make you look younger. There are other uses too, but all of these medicines, or most of them anyway, are pretty toxic to us. and that's why you start out using them in pill form. You know, in India and Indonesia, especially Indonesia, the snake handlers there will tattoo themselves with trace bits of cobra venom. And after enough tattoos, after which, of course, and this is the old style tattoo, which I love personally, you know, sharpened, you know, little bamboo stick or whatever, sharpened to a point and knocked in with a little mallet. And they, you know, they mix in cobra venom a little bit, trace amounts, not enough to kill anybody, but usually after they get their tattoos, after they're, you know, down getting worked on for hours and hours, you know, they're sick for a couple of days. And but after enough of that, these guys are getting bit by cobras on a semi-regular basis as they're practicing their art, and it doesn't do anything worse than get them sick. The neurotoxins don't work on them the same. It's a lot lighter. Well, it's because they've built up a tolerance. It doesn't mean that if they go trying to push that tolerance, trying to find the edge of it, you know, which there's no pleasure in dying of a neurotoxin, but the point is the same with medication. Is it not? The point is, any of these toxins that you get enough of in your body, doesn't matter, you know, just because you're chasing a high that feels good for the moment, it doesn't mean that you're still not gonna freaking croak. So there you have it. That's one thing I have to admit. I never went chasing my, you know, well, I chased my tolerance in the sense that, you know, after a while, just a single morphine sulfate pill didn't work quite the same. But me, the way I am, what I do is, if that starts happening and I start noticing, you know, that, wow, I just took half a handful of pills and all I did was take the edge off my headache, I'm headed for trouble. My liver's going to go into revolt. I'll get off the stuff, I'll withdraw and reset, but you never reset to zero unless you have like a good long time clean, and I've never had more than 6 months since I started using regularly. Tried like hell, but every time I get off the stuff, everything, you know, comes rushing back. The insomnia, the not sleeping sometimes, you know, for a couple days at a time and never more than an hour, maybe 2. I might get 2 hours of sleep in a single night out of an entire week. Otherwise, I might get an hour or 2, but we're talking about 20-minute naps all added up to that hour or 2. And the more sleep I lose, the worse my headaches get. It's just as simple as that. And Ambien doesn't work on me after I take it for about a week. It stops having the same effect because my tolerance grows. It grows so fast. So anyway, yes, that is NXS playing in the background after I just played Christploitation by Fear Factory, and I don't even remember what the last song was. Oh yeah, Monster Magnet with long hair. Anyway, I guess that's just about it. I got more meditations, things that I've been thinking, bouncing off the walls inside my head, that I'll get to in my next one. Ciao.